Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. It's our midlife crisis.
We are now recording, and here comes a sync clap. 3, 2, 1.
And here is my sync clap. 3, 2, 1.
My palms hurt now. It's cold.
That's the start of the episode. Hello! Welcome everyone to Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. Almost at the chapter title then, like an idiot. That's not my job. My name's Eddie O'Keefe, and I am joined, as I am always joined on this podcast, with... I didn't plan ahead again. With the E123 to my Omega.
Nice. Nice.
With the scrap to my brain zone.
Alright.
And with the Sonic to my Hedgehog, LT Fletcher.
Right.
Hey.
Thank you. I think you pulled that round at the end there.
I think I started up high and crashed into a fucking iceberg.
The ice cap zone, you might say.
There we go.
How are you doing today, man? You good?
I'm okay. A bit sick again, which is annoying.
You gotta stop doing that.
Honestly, it's just a lingering cough, which is expected post-COVID. But it's a pain in the ass, especially during our big storm we're having.
Oh god, it's been a windy bugger of a day. I tell you what, today, lads, it's been something else entirely.
How are you doing, LT?
I'm fine. I've been toddling on, pootling on through life.
Good.
I treated myself to a few little bits of Sonic-y stuff. I got a Sonic jigsaw.
Very
I got
nice.
a Sonic dice game. What more could you want? Nothing.
Nothing at all, except
Not
for
a thing.
a brand new chapter of a fabulous Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction.
Oh my god, you are so right, Eddie.
So, LT, please give us a little recap of what happened last chapter.
Oh boy, last chapter. There was a lot and yet a lot of nothing, it feels like. Now let me see if I remember each of the
Well,
characters.
do I do this for this episode? Do I do the recap? No,
I
I'm
get.
hosting.
I can't remember how we do it. I feel like
Right.
we've been inconsistent on this one.
Well, let's stay inconsistent. LT, recap the chapter.
Well, I wrote it and I can't even remember what fucking happened in it. Okay, Ben Mutsky and
Yes.
Uncle Chuck
War games!
and Rota were on a War Games team, and they need to find a final member for their team, or they will be at a disadvantage, which is a problem in a match where you can have a disadvantage anyway to begin with.
Say it's a problem. It isn't really, is it? Because then your last member of your team comes out last, and they're fresh as fuck. It's actually an advantage if anything.
That's a very good point, actually, yeah. I suppose it's only a disadvantage for the first person in the match,
Yeah,
because
but the
they
match
get their
hasn't-
face stoved in for longer.
But the match hasn't technically started yet, so really, it's not. It's wrong.
Well, oh, Dusty Rhodes, what were you thinking?
He wasn't.
What else happened? Oh, the Babylon Rogues went to KFC, and we didn't
Yes.
see what happened. Anything could have happened. Shadow and Rouge had a phone conversation.
They
and
sure
Shadow got information from Rouge pertaining to the location of her Nintendo DS games, which she said Shadow is free to take. Hopefully, he can find Pippafunnel 2 Farm Adventures in there. But to me, I don't know, because Rouge seems like a hardcore gamer.
Yeah.
So Shadow may be on his way to Club Rouge to do that. Ray the Flying Squirrel was having a lovely day. And then in the girls' war game, Hershey the cat showed up, got her head stoved in
For 7
and then
minutes.
for 7 solid minutes, and then the Bandicoot twins hit the 3D on Metal Amy and picked up the win. And that was pretty much it, I think.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, it was nice.
Whole lot of nothing.
It was mental, is what it was. And LT, where would you have taken the chapter if you were doing chapter 9? What would you have done?
I think I would have probably done something with Robotnik, the aftermath of him
Interesting.
shooting Bluge the Blat. I might have been tempted to finally fucking use Sonic again. I'm starting to feel bad for him.
Oh dear, poor Sonic. Well, what I was going to say, we'll have to see, but
But you have already seen.
I have already seen and I already know.
I'm about to know.
You are about to know. Are you ready for the chapter?
As ready as one can ever be.
Okay, LT, here is your chapter.
Okie dokie, let's have a little clicker-rooney on that.
I will say before we start, I'm a bit nervous about this chapter.
Okay. Any particular reason, or will it
Just
become
quite
clear as
different.
I...
It's just quite different to what I've written so far. Bar maybe, well, like an earlier chapter-ish, but like compared to what I've written recently, it's very different. So I'm nervous.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, the nature of this podcast does mean that... I mean, I suppose every chapter can be just completely different to the one that came before it, and it's all a bit strange. But yeah, I get what you mean. Like, there are a few chapters I've done so far, and I felt like, oh god, what if this doesn't land? What if this isn't funny to anyone but me?
That's what I'm worried about, but I think it'll be fine.
It will be fine. You're very funny anyway.
Oh,
so it'll be
you.
great. I am me. You're right.
So, please go ahead.
Alrighty, this is Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast, Chapter 9. Here comes Sonic! I am immediately skeptical. As the go-kart sped down the road, Knuckles' stomach started to rumble. Tails looked over at him and smirked. Are you hungry, Knuckles? He asked. Oh god, what was that voice?
Are you hungry, Knuckles?
Are you hungry, Knuckles? He asked somewhat pointlessly, because of course he fucking was. Starving, Knuckles said, trying to hide the fact he was not very comfortable having an 8-year-old driving him around where they could both fly and or glide. I haven't eaten in maybe 3 days? What? Knuckles, that's insane! Tails quickly pushed a button on the dashboard of his go-kart. Don't fucking question it. This is a 2-tailed flying fox, for fuck's sake. And up popped his GPS system. Hey Siri, point us to the nearest food place, please. Calling Amy Rose, both Tails and Knuckles looked panicked. No, 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 they both yelled. Sadly, she answered. What's up, guys? Oh my god, I have the wildest story to tell you. By the way, I'm not friends with Bunny or Sally or Omo Chow anymore because they're all backstabbing bitches who spread lies and rumors about me, and I've always thought that they were looking at ways to get rid of me from their friendship group anyway, but now they've confirmed it, and they're now my mortal enemies, and I never want to see them ever again, so I'm going to create several backup TikTok accounts pretending to be them and see how they like it. Ha ha ha! Tails hung up. Knuckles looked at him, baffled. Why does your go-kart sound like Amy? He yelled, frantically searching around him in case Amy was in the footwell again! Again!
Yeah.
She's done it before.
We never know what she's up to.
Oh, she's always up to something, that tricksy little puck. No, Knuckles, my cart has a phone built inside it. Right, sure it does, buddy. Knuckles chortled. He never chuckles. A phone inside a car. Good one, Tails. Also, what's a phone? Never mind, Knuckles. Let's just focus on getting you some food. Oh, can we have the magic chicken? Knuckles' eyes were practically bulging out of his skull. Do you mean KFC? Tails queried. I don't think I ever saw KF. What? Shut up, you're confusing me! Knuckles raised a fist to Tails, more threatening in nature than anything else. Whatever the hell it is, I just want some of that magic chicken with Santa. They say it's finger-licking good, but my gloves don't have fingers, so I guess I'll never know. Magic chicken with Santa?
Yeah, Colonel Sanders, but it looks like Santa.
Oh, for the sake of fuck. He sighed and stared sadly out where there would be a window, but it's a fucking go-kart. All right, Knuckles, I'm pretty sure it's just around this corner. They both gasped. Ray the flying squirrel sat in his garden, tidying up his flower beds. Phew, this sure was hard work on a hot sunny day like today. Whoosh! A huge fireball burst out from the ceiling of the KFC. That's it for Ray. 3 feathery figures were being dragged away by some sort of time-eatery thing that Tails and Knuckles couldn't quite make out, and they noticed that there was a greyed-out goalpost right outside the entrance, clearly not meant for them. Oh, I like that. I like the idea that the goalpost is, like, it's just omnipresent, but they don't have to interact with it.
No, it's character-specific.
Yeah, that's a fun idea. Knuckles smiled. Well, at least someone's getting something to eat, right, Tails? Yeah, Tails said, having absolutely no fucking idea what Knuckles was on about. Well, I guess this means no magic chicken for us. Knuckles tried his best to hide his disappointment, but fucking hell, he was hungry. It's okay. I know somewhere we can go, but we'll have to fly if that's okay with you. Tails, I'm an echidna. We were born to fly, Knuckles enthused, not questioning why the fuck he could glide and climb walls. It really makes no fucking sense.
It just doesn't. Have you seen a kid now? They shouldn't be gliding anywhere.
No way. I mean, the climbing I will forgive because, okay, you know, they've got like spiny fists. Sure, okay, I can see how digging and climbing. I get that.
Yes.
The gliding, explain.
Just makes no sense. Someone just clearly threw in a kid now. Someone's like, "Wow."
All right, here goes nothing. Tails punched another button on his go-kart, which transformed itself into the tornado. Knuckles looked at him furious. Why the fuck did you waste everyone's time building a go-kart when you could just fucking fly to me? And why do you need a fucking plane anyway? You can already fly. Well, I can't fly to space, can I? Can you? No! Okay then, why are we still yelling? The propeller is extremely loud. The what? The propeller is extremely loud. The professor's entirely clouds. Yeah, that's right. I have the visual of, like, you know, in Sonic Adventure when you're on the plane and, like, the little grabby hand comes out and just picks Sonic off the top. Just got a vision of that happening to Knuckles and he'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Knuckles was more confused than ever. First, Tails is driving Amy, then Amy's inside the go-kart, but is actually a phone. Then the phone learnt how to fly in the army. What? And now the professor is made out of clouds? What the ever-loving dog shit could this all mean? Tails left him to his thoughts. He knew Knuckles' mind could sometimes get away from him, and it was best to leave him be in times like this. This was also the perfect time to steal the Master Emerald, because Knuckles had been known to stay in this kind of trance for months at a time. He completely missed the Millennium Dome experience, because he's... Right, no, hang on. Hold on. Right, that has unlocked a very specific form of, like, nostalgia FOMO.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you not go?
I never went.
You missed nothing.
Fair. I mean, I've been to the O2, obviously. Like, since it's now converted to, for those of you outside of Britain or outside of the year 2000, the O2 Arena in London used to just be called the Millennium Dome, and it was a big celebration of the year 2000, and it was a bit shit.
It was an absolute fucking flop. I don't remember anything that was inside there, apart from there was a giant human body you can walk inside, and there was a big heart. And that's all anyone remembers is the heart and the body.
Is the body still there, if I remember right?
Possibly.
Like, I don't think you can go in it anymore, but I think it's still there.
Yeah, that's all anyone remembered. We went for school.
Yeah.
Just absolute dog wank.
For me, like, I think the longest lasting impact the Millennium Dome had was when they changed the EastEnders title sequence to include it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And now there's a big white circle on the Thames forever now. He completely missed the Millennium Dome experience because he spent so long wondering how one tiny insect could live for 1,000 years. And why did...
It's intentional.
Okay, and was that one insect in charge of all the computers in the world? And if computers really did exist, Knuckles wasn't convinced. He thinks they were invented by woke. What? Why did no one bring any extra batteries for when, in case the maybe probably bug did do a naughty and mess break destroy up the whole thing? What? By the time he forgot his original point, it was 2003. It's also worth pointing out that Knuckles doesn't truly understand what woke means. And unlike Amy, he isn't a racist. He just heard a word once and assumed it applied to him. It didn't. I mean, to be fair, I don't think anyone on the far right knows what woke means.
You're very, very, very right.
Knuckles isn't alone.
Oh, dear.
Knuckles farted himself back to reality. So, food. I mean, Tails, where are we going? To the... Fuck off, Eddie. I'm mad at you. Sorry. Oh, my God. So, food. I mean, Tails, where are we going? To the EO Sky Sanctuary Zone. It's a lot quieter this time of year, and I figured we could go get Sonic. Tails smiled over at Knuckles, very happy with his plan. Knuckles looked at Tails with a face that said, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? See? Good, I love that gag. Anytime that gag's used in prose, I love it. Huh? Tails' smile left him faster than Vanilla's last breath. No!
Just a reminder, she's dead.
Why the hell are we going to get Sonic? I thought the whole point of this was we were going to get Amy, and he was getting a mysterious fifth member, probably decided by some sort of audience participation event, potentially decided at a vaguely Christmas-themed live show over on Twitch, whatever that is. Tails chuckled, which made Knuckles furious. No, silly! Sonic! Tails, I think you're misunderstood. I'm Knuckles. No, yes I am. No, I know you are. Then why did you call me Sonic? That's not what I meant! Wait, hang on a second. Knuckles pulled down the sun visor in the go-kart plane Who Gives a Fuck Anymore and checked himself in the mirror. No, I'm definitely Knuckles, see? He pointed at himself in the mirror. It says so on the tag in my gloves just in case I forget. Fuck. Tails put his head in his hands and then immediately grabbed the steering wheel of the plane again because he forgot he was flying for a second and almost crashed the fucking thing. Jesus God. Okay, Knuckles, yes, I know you are Knuckles. I was just saying that I think we should get Sonic to eat. Tails pleaded with the echidna to realize what he was saying. No such luck. But I'm the one who's hungry, Knuckles puffed up his chest. Why the hell should we... I've just figured out what you're doing here. Fuck you. Why the hell should we get food for dick shit McFasty when I thought we were going for a meal together? No, that's not what You know, we never hang out just the two of us. This is nice. Nice! Tails exclaimed. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about cars and planes and television. Knuckles smiled proudly, unaware he'd learned absolutely fuck all today. Well, that still doesn't make it okay to just ditch me to go eat with Sonic. Not cool, friend. Oh, for Knuckles, Sonic is a restaurant! Knuckles laughed, harder than he'd ever laughed before. He couldn't believe Tails was so stupid. Oh, Tails, you really are a dumbass. Sonic is a hedgehog. I'm an echidna, and my name is Knuckles, and your name is Tails, and you're a liar. Tails stared at Knuckles, his mouth hanging open in complete disbelief. I'm a fox, you idiot! Tails blushed. It wasn't like him to lose his temper. Knuckles burst out laughing again. Sure, buddy, a two-tailed fox. How ridiculous. Next thing you'll be telling me is your go-kart has a map system which shows us detailed directions to and from a destination that we choose. Yeah, right. Oh, God. If I was Tails in this situation, I think I would have probably had a fucking heart attack at this point.
Yeah.
At this point, Tails had his whole fist in his mouth. They were coming close to the Sonic the Restaurant. Fucking hell, that caught me off guard. They were coming close to the Sonic the Restaurant, and he knew he just had to keep Knuckles quiet for a few more minutes. Look, Knuckles, it's simple. Sonic the Hedgehog, our friend, is a hedgehog. Sonic the Restaurant is a fast food place. They do burgers and shit. I've never actually been before, but I think it'll be nice. Knuckles scratched his head. Fast food, you say? Yeah, Tails beamed. Finally, he was getting it. And Sonic the Hedgehog is also fast. Are you sure they aren't the same thing? Mm-hmm. Can you fly for a second, please? Knuckles obliged, and Tails quickly jumped into the back seat, grabbed a pillow, screamed into it as loud as he could, took a shit in it, and threw it out the window.
That seemed appropriate.
Holy fuck, dude. Threw it out where the window would have been, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Sweat was beaming down on Ray's forehead. His flowers looked lovely. He repotted all the plants he needed to and was gathering up his smaller pots ready for a new batch to grow in the coming seasons. Nothing could possibly ruin his day. He looked up as a small shadow began to form above his head, getting bigger and bigger. A whistling sound that gathered pitch and volume followed the shadow. Ray winced as a big pillow full of fox shit smashed right into Silver's face next door. Some people have the worst luck, Ray thought.
Poor Silver. Pissed and shat on him one day.
I was going to say, how can it get worse? But I'm pretty confident it can get so much worse.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can only hope.
The plane go-kart fuck it was landing in the fly-through area of the... You fucking got me again with that fucking hell. The plane go-kart fuck it was landing in the fly-through area of the EO Sky Sanctuary branch of Sonic the Restaurant.
What a sentence.
Holy fuck. No human has written that combination of words before.
Never.
Oh my god. Oh, right, my face is aching now. The plane go-kart fuck it was landing in the fly-through area. The fly-through area, I just fucking got that.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
It's good.
I'm going to attempt this a fourth time now. The plane go-kart fuck it was landing in the fly-through area of the EO Sky Sanctuary branch of Sonic the Restaurant. Knuckles scratched his chin as he saw the building. Is it me or has Sonic put on a bit of weight? Knuckles, this is not our friend Sonic. This is where we are going to eat. We can't eat a whole building, Tails, Knuckles scoffed. Knuckles, I think I might actually stab you. Just so you know. Look, the menus are just up ahead, so decide what you want. Hey, food. Nice one, Tails. Tails closed his eyes as tightly as he could. He forgot to bring paracetamol. This was helping. The duo pulled up to the menu. One of those really fucking annoying ones which has the speaker system on it, but it's also the first menu you see, so you can't really sit around deciding what you want. You just have to fucking know immediately, otherwise a queue starts forming and you look like you're being an awkward bastard. And I can see there's only two of you in the fucking car. What's taking you so long? God!
It's so annoying.
Been there, man. Been there. And also, why is the text on these menus so small?
Honestly. Ridiculous.
You have to be stood next to them, man. It's the worst.
Or just know exactly what the menu is, and it's like, I just don't.
It doesn't encourage you to branch out, does it?
No, it doesn't.
This is why I have the same thing every time I go to anywhere. I can't stand the awkwardness, damn it. Knuckles was studying the menu carefully. No grapes. A few chicken items, but mostly just burgers. Nothing about them screamed magic chicken. Suddenly, a voice began speaking from the menu itself. Hello, welcome to Sonic. Can I take your order? Tails waved politely at the menu. Hi, this is my first time here. What would you recommend? Sonic, is that you? Knuckles screamed. He leapt out of the plane and landed on the menu, punching the ever-loving shit out of it. What is this? How have they trapped you? What's going on? Can I please have a blue coconut slush, a supersonic bacon double cheeseburger, and a corn dog? Knuckles, stop it! Tails undid his seatbelt, which you're not meant to do when the seatbelt light is still on. Yes, the plane has landed, but just fucking wait!
Makes me so angry.
It's like, come on, lads.
You wait 2 minutes.
I mean, really. It doesn't matter if you're the first off the plane. You got a stand-up baggage claim anyway. Come on. The menu started screaming as all the poor employee could hear was Knuckles' huge fist smashing into it. What did you do to Sonic? Knuckles... Jesus, turned into fucking Batman there.
Where is he?
Where is Sonic? No, really, where is he? Chapter 2 was a very long time ago.
That sure was.
What did you do to Sonic? Knuckles shouted, tears streaming down his face. What did you do? Oh, Knuckles, Tails, chill out, guys. The fox and the echidna stopped. They looked around, unsure of where the voice was coming from. Tails was the first to speak. Sonic, is that you? Over here. They looked up and Tails practically pissed himself. I'm so mad at you. The building was looking down at them both, without any eyes or nose or mouth to speak of, but it was unmistakably him. Long time no see, Sonic says. Knuckles glared at Tails. I fucking told you! End of chapter 9.
Yay! So,
Oh my god.
a lot to unpack there.
You reckon?
I
Oh
thought
my
I'd go-
god, Eddie.
Go a bit different, do like a classic earlier chapter, just focus on one group for
I
the most
like
part.
that, yeah, it was nice.
I think it was nice, and I wanted to get to Sonic at some point. Originally, my plan was going to be they get to the KFC, and as they get there, the guy who's got the door open, he goes, "Bye, Sonic!" And that was going to be the whole joke. And then I thought it's like the restaurant, and I just thought, oh, hang on, there's a thing I could do here instead, which I think is funnier. That makes less sense.
So, I mean, there's a lot of questions that are unanswered now. How is Sonic a Sonic at this point?
Not sure. I don't think of our head.
Sonic was always a Sonic, but now he's a Sonic?
Yeah, now he's Sonic.
It's... I mean... there's no false advertising, I'll tell you that much.
No,
but
here comes Sonic. There he is.
Once again, Eddie, you've laid bare your plans and then delivered.
Yes, when you said, "Oh, I see what you've done here," I was like, "No, you haven't."
You pulled the rug out from under me, and by golly, I landed right on my patoot, so I did.
I also thought Knuckles had to get a little win here, just by being right about something, because he's such a fucking idiot this whole chapter.
I love when that happens in comedy, when you have a character that's like demonstrably wrong,
yes.
and yet they kind of get the win at the end in the most convoluted fucking way possible.
Because by all logic, it shouldn't be Sonic.
Right.
But it's like, but it is. And Knuckles, I told you so. It's like, but it shouldn't be. That's the problem.
You can't argue with it. However, this is wrong.
Poor Tails.
He's having a mare, the lad.
This was such a fun chapter to write. Just making Knuckles the most annoying, but not annoying enough. He wasn't being deliberately annoying. And there's a different kind of aggro to Amy. He's just thick.
Everyone's got a mate who's just a bit dim.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like, okay, just listen to what I'm saying, please, and shut up for a second. But he just can't.
But I love that with Knuckles, because I think we have thoroughly established now that he is a complete technophobe, because obviously he grew up in a world without modern technology.
Yeah, he thinks phones steal your voice, as you said.
Yes, that's right. So I love that we're kind of building on that, and also now that's expanding to the point that he doesn't understand fast food restaurants.
He doesn't know anything.
Doesn't know a thing.
He thinks KFC's magic chicken.
He's just a pure magic-hearted little baby.
Yeah, just a
I
big
love him.
fucking dum-dum.
He's such a dummy. Oh,
Yeah.
bless him.
I felt a bit bad. I have to say, I felt a bit bad making the go-kart a tornado, because it really rendered the go-kart pointless. So I was like,
but that's the magic of this show, man. You can do things like that.
yeah, and I wanted to get the Eo Sky Sanctuary joke in. He had to fly there.
I cannot believe that. Eo Sky is now apparently a recurring reference on our show.
She sure is.
Long may it continue. She's great. We
This
love Eo Sky.
This might be genuinely the first chapter that doesn't involve a video game in it.
It might be.
How insane is that?
Except for Sonic the Hedgehog, of course.
Of course, yes.
We were too preoccupied with being the most epic gamers that we could. We never stopped to think about whether it was the right thing for the universe.
It's going to come back for sure. Shadow's got a whole fucking thing. But
That's his arc.
yeah. Oh, no, Knuckles mentioned Twitch. I guess that kind of counts.
Oh, you're right, yes. Also, incidentally, readers, listeners, Sonic cunts, I wonder if the thing
Sorry, that sounds like the fucking Chipmunks theme. Readers, listeners, Sonic cunts.
do.
Leave me alone. Jesus
I
Christ.
wonder if what Knuckles was saying might possibly have any bearing on future doings and comings and goings on the world of twitch.tv/Budgeons and Dragons or twitch.tv/LT Dangerous. The answer is yes, it definitely will.
It absolutely does, yes.
I mean, if you follow me, you already know that we're doing this.
Yes, we're going to do a live show.
We are.
How
It's going to be
exciting.
great.
Yes.
It's going to be a different format than usual.
Yes.
I think the best way to look at it is, like, it's not going to, like... I don't think it's going to fit into our current story. It's probably going to be like a side story, so to speak.
Maybe. We'll see how we feel.
I guess.
Because we
go one
could-
of two ways.
We could feel really sneaky and then get the listeners to do live polls as we're writing it.
Oh
and
my
then
god, can you imagine?
Just make it go absolutely fucking insane.
If you are in the live chat, you are probably going to be able to fuck with us something crazy, guys.
It could be really fun if we make it canon.
Oh shit, you're right. Well, either way, whether it's a regular story or a side story, we will be recording it. We will stick it down in the feed as an episode, whether that's a regular episode or a bonus episode that you will get to enjoy. And Christmas will no doubt be a theme in the episode as well.
Oh, yes. It has to be somehow Christmas.
We will be hoing it up good and proper.
I also want to announce we haven't got a date set yet.
Oh,
But-
Eddie, you asking me out on a date?
Maybe I am.
Oh
The date is
my.
going to be some point, LT, in May.
Ooh, it's
Because-
maybe.
in May, me and LC will be doing a live show of Sonic the Hedgehog the podcast for the Cheltenham Fringe Festival 2025.
I'm so terrified and excited in equal measure.
We have a very, very good idea of how to do this live in-person show. But we'll get those details when the show is properly confirmed and we have a date booked in. We'll then tell you what the show is going to be like. But rest assured, it'll have some audience participation as well as multiple Sonic the Hedgehog Wrap Up the Podcast stories for you to enjoy. And we are very excited and very sorry.
We are. And also, in fairness, we've got like 4.5 months to really hash it out. So by the time we get there, it should be a pretty tight sort of show.
I'm very, very excited. And a big shout out to Tony and to Lauren for organising the Cheltenham Fringe Festival again. I did Blood and Dragons last year. I was actually the very first show at the very first Cheltenham Fringe Festival with Blood and Dragons last year. And there will be a second Blood and Dragons show at this year's festival, as well as a Sonic the Hedgehog Fan the Podcast show.
And I would also like to extend that thanks. And I want to thank you as well for putting the idea forward for a live show for us and for letting me be a part of the insanity that will no doubt ensue.
I am so excited. Actually, I'll also give a shout out to Comic Sans Script, the improv group I joined recently, who should also be doing a show at the Cheltenham Comedy Festival. I don't know if I'm going to be in that show, but I'm going to give it a good go and try to be. So
I love how you were like, "Oh, I don't want to do a week of budget shows again." It was knackering, and what you've instead done is basically agreed to do a week of lots of different shows, which will be more knackering.
Yes, but
there is no but.
So no, there's not.
You just felt it, haven't you?
The hope is that the audience won't be spread out over a week and then just cram into one day, because a week of shows was like, oh no, I'll come to the one Thursday and not Monday. And it's like, oh, please come Monday as well. Sure,
yeah. Because people don't... I mean, I guess with Budgeons, it's always a different show every single time, but people probably didn't realise that.
No, exactly. So, oopsie.
But never mind.
And also, 5 days is a lot of mother.
You were very, very tired by the end of that last show.
I was so fucking tired. But I'll be less tired for this one, because this fucking podcast is a breeze.
Well, you say that now. No, let's see how it goes. It might be the worst thing we've ever done. Or the best thing. Or the best worst thing. Or the blurst thing. Or the cursed thing. Or the first thing. It won't be the first thing we've ever done.
What has to happen is, we need to... it'll happen at some point. As soon as Sonic open a restaurant in the UK, we're going to it.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
And we'll record a podcast from the Sonic.
While eating a burger.
Sonic. Yeah.
While eating Sonic.
They do also do hot dogs.
Oh, we could ask for chili sauce on it.
Yeah.
Hold the onions, please.
Nice smile. But yeah. Well, this was the chapter. I hope you enjoyed it.
I love doing this so much. It makes me so happy.
I've also kept Sonic Says as a joke.
I noticed, yes.
So I was very happy. Just so you knew, it was actually Sonic, not like a fake Sonic.
Of course.
It is actually Sonic. Of course. He's now a building somehow.
That's gonna be a tale, isn't it? It's like when...
Also, where did he go?
How is he a building?
Like, I'm going to go find a fifth member. And then he went to fucking up. How?
He went to up. I like that.
Christ alive. You've got a good amount to go through next chapter. The whole Sonic world is your oyster, really.
That's true. And what a delicious, tasty oyster it's going to be. I can't wait to suck all the goodness out of it and then find that I'm probably allergic and vomit everywhere. And I'll vomit up a tasty little chapter for you.
I can't wait to ignore Sonic for 9 more chapters. Oh, dear.
Oh, I already have a couple of ideas.
Good. That's what we want to hear.
So we shall see.
I love doing this show because it's so easy to get an idea and then it's like, oh, will it fit in? Of course it will, because everything fits in. It doesn't matter. Fuck it.
It's letting me flex a bunch of muscles that I don't get to usually flex. You know, I get to be an absolute dick with these characters.
Oh, yes. And yeah, it's just fun to do so.
Very excited.
Good stuff.
For more.
Well, and you can get updates on when more is going to happen by following Sonic the Hedgehog the podcast on our social medias. That's Twitter/X and Blue Sky and probably everywhere else at Sonic THTFTP, Sonic THTFTP, and also give us a rating, a 5-star rating, please, if you would love to.
Please.
Rating and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and I think Amazon have reviews too. I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure, but it sounds about right. They
It sounds
review
right.
everything else. So.
Absolutely. And also, just tell your friends about us. It's the nicest way to get people to listen, and it's also free to do so, and we appreciate it.
Hooray! Eddie.
Hello.
Where can people find you personally directly on the internet and the things what you is done?
If you want to find me personally and directly and see the things what I go do, you can follow my socials at Eddie O Podcasts. That's Instagram, Blue Sky, and Twitter for now. It's rapidly not being Twitter anymore.
I'm fine with that.
Follow me on there. Or you could follow my other comedy podcast, Dungeons and Dragons, which is a tabletop role-playing game where we roll dice, try not to die, and have a very, very silly comedy improv fun time. You don't need to know any D&D beforehand because it's not really a D&D game. It is just role-playing, rolling dice. I beat your number, you're dead. It's very, very silly, very, very stupid. And my Twitch at Dungeons and Dragons, where I will play games on Monday and Friday. Mondays are a Dungeons and Dragons related stream where we play as Mother or some Budgeon stuff through a campaign. Currently going through Baldur's Gate 3 as Mother, where I'm also rolling for every single fucking decision I make in the game, which has proved hazardous to my health and the health of everyone around me.
In real life, not just in the game.
In my actual playthrough of Baldur's Gate, when I'm playing as Bourbon Mayonnaise, off stream, he's a half-orc barbarian, I just fought a big skeleton god. I'm trying to keep it vague enough. I fought a big skeleton god, and at this point there was an option for one of the characters to be like, oh, by the way, I can self-destruct and kill me, you, and everyone around me. And I was like, we're going to get to that with Mother at one point, because you have to get there. And if I roll that, the game literally ends and credits roll. So that happens, that's the stream done. So I'm really nervous about that, because it's going to fucking happen for Mother.
It's like a choose your own adventure where you pick a completely innocuous looking answer and it goes, sorry, somebody stabbed you in the face 49 times. Your adventure ends here. Back to chapter 1.
That's what happens. The credits roll, and it's only get a trophy for, like, you ended the game at this point, and this happens. It's nice.
God.
It's crazy. But yeah. And now I'm in a circus, and I'm trying to shaft someone for money. It's a great game. It's fucking excellent game. And on Fridays, we do Friday Favourites, where we play favourite games of mine. We just finished Sonic 1 on the Friday just gone.
It was a lovely little stream as well.
Very, very fun. Actually, won't be available Friday the 13th because that is Budgeon's birthday. But I'm not going to be available for that because I'm going to be in London filming a wrestling show, which is Purpose Wrestling. If you're in London, you want to go see a wrestling show, check out Purpose Wrestling. It's a good time, and I'll be filming it. So we'll probably do a Thursday stream instead, or maybe a Sunday. We'll do a different stream for the Friday Heroes because I want to do Sonic 2. Just look out for the socials. All this are there. That was a big long ramble because ADHD makes me not know when to shut up. LT, your socials, please.
Hello. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Blue Sky at LT Dangerous. Although, like Eddie says, I'm finding I'm using Twitter less these days.
I just can't be fucked.
I know this is going to sound really wanky, but I have fewer followers on Blue Sky, but I get more engagement there. Explain that.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's very... to be fair...
Because we're not Amy on Twitter, that's
Well,
why.
that's true. In fairness, I think people are just abandoning Twitter at this point. So I've got the followers, but they're not logging in and using it. So.
Yes.
But anyway, like I said, that's a little wanky. If you want to follow me on Twitch, at the minute I'm cycling through a few different games. I'm playing through Sleeping Dogs, Arkham Asylum, WWE 2K24 My Rise Undisputed.
Almost done.
Oh, Jesus God. And then there's also little bonus streams in there. Today, at time of recording, I played through a few levels of Sonic 3 and Knuckles No Ring Challenge, which is a mod which removes all the rings from the game. So it's one-hit kills all the way, baby. Lots of Sonic stuff on the channel. If you do like Sonic, do please follow me on Twitch. He is a regular friend to the LT family. And you can find me wherever you get your podcasts on my other two shows. One is Ruthless Aggression Relived, which covers 2002 to 2008 WWE. And the other is Chatatouille, in which my lovely friend Victoria and I, every Friday we get a new episodes, and we watch and review and rate and run down the Walt Disney animated classics. And at time of recording, most recent was Fantasia, and that turned out to be quite the interesting episode because it seems that Victoria got fucked off halfway through and went to do the housework instead.
Oh dear.
So check that out. We don't just do it's not just the film reviews. We do have other little fun little goofs and gaffs and
Quizzes and stuff. It's
quizzes
nice.
and top threes, and We've had some silly stuff. There's a very stupid one coming up in a few weeks' time that I'm extremely proud of.
I will say, on a previous episode of this podcast, I said I didn't like Pinocchio, but I rewatched it a couple of days ago, and I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I remembered. So,
there you go. So the
Pinocchio
blue fairy will
gets
come down from heaven and give you a badge made out of a star.
she fucking better. Oh dear. So, I think it's everything we have to plug.
Eddie, I want to thank you for this chapter. This was a delight. My face was hurting through this.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad it paid. I'm glad it worked. I was really nervous it wouldn't work.
There were parts of this I was genuinely struggling to read because I was holding in a big laugh.
I'm trying to flex all the comedy writing and inspiration stuff I have, not just keeping it one note. Because it would be boring if I just did the constant jokes or the constant ridiculous shite from last chapter I did. So,
well, I think that's one of the things that I like about the chapters from you, because you're a little more versed in comedy theory than I am, so we get lots of different kinds of comedy, so that's a good old time. Whereas with me, it's very one note, so come back next week for Family Guy jokes galore, everyone.
Your comedy is very, very funny and very silly, and you like
very
to
kind.
widen out the story and then throw some surprises at me just because I just don't expect it. The fucking War Games was so mid-sentence. It's like, it was so casually dropped in. It's like, hang on, what?
That's exactly what I wanted your reaction to be. Oh dear. Right then, I'm going to go away and formulate my ideas for next chapter, and you are going to go away and ruminate and fear what I'm going to bring to the table, I'm sure.
Oh, I sure am. I cannot wait. But everyone, that's enough of us. That's enough of this. And until next time,
don't forget.
Stay. Oh yes, I've got to say that first. Sorry, I fucked it. I forgot.
Don't forget to remember to not forget.
That's a Knuckles line.
Don't forget to, what are we saying again?
And don't forget to stay Sonic. Fucking hell.
Yay! God.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. What have we all learned today? Somehow Sonic's a restaurant.